In today's video, I am going to talk to you about the strengths of the fearful avoidant attachment style. See, every single attachment style, including all the insecure styles, actually have some really beautiful strengths that are usually born from their hardships and struggles. And I feel like that's something we often don't talk about enough. So we will cover it in this video today specifically. And the really powerful part of what it means to heal our attachment style essentially means that we get to retain our strengths while overcoming our challenges. And that's how we can really double down on creating the best life possible for ourselves and obviously the best relationship possible for ourselves as well. So, some of the really powerful strengths for the fearful avoidant attachment style are first and foremost, they are hyper attuned to others. Because of that hypervigilance, they are able to pick up on so many different things: facial expressions, sort of body language changes, tone of voice, and they're usually very adept, really strong at figuring out what somebody's feeling or thinking and needing. And this allows them to be a really great friend, a really great confidant, a really great person to really show up in a time of need for other people because they have a deep care for people in pain, because one of their other really strong characteristics is their empathy. And because fearful avoidants have this great capacity for empathizing with others, feeling about what other people might be feeling or experiencing, and really tuning into that, they also have a capacity to really be there for other people in a profound way, especially the people closest to them. If we continue on, some other strengths of the fearful avoidant attachment style is that they can be very resilient. Fearful avoidants tend to essentially have their attachment style emerge through pain and through different challenges in their lives, which allows them to be very resilient in terms of overcoming different challenges. They are often very determined. They are good at setting their mind to something and really sticking to it. And they tend to be highly passionate in relationships, but also highly passionate in multiple areas of life. And so this allows them to tend to thrive in the things that are really meaningful to them. And yes, there can be a part where they sort of sabotage themselves at different times if they have a lot of different core wounds or a lot of unmet needs in their life. But if they are willing to work through those different core wounds and come out of that sort of trauma experience from fearful avoidant attachment as a whole, they can really tap into those passions and that resiliency and really create success and achievement for themselves in many different ways. Another really powerful characteristic of the fearful avoidant is that they tend to be very good at moving sort of a couple of steps ahead of the different challenges they may face. They're often good at sort of predicting what's going to come next. And oftentimes it's because they are reading between the lines and sort of seeing, what's beneath the surface. Again, this often comes from hypervigilance in childhood. If you had a lot of having to sort of walk on eggshells and guess what's going to happen next to sort of protect yourself and preserve yourself from a place of safety. If we have that ability to sort of tailor that skill into our lives in a healthy way, to stay regulated, to stay in a space of not being hypervigilance combined with being in sympathetic nervous system mode, but actually just being able to tap into that sort of prediction mechanism that exists for a lot of fearful avoidance. We can leverage that for job interviews and building businesses and having conversations with people in our lives and learning from others. So there tends to be a lot of that as well. A few other really powerful mentions for the fearful avoidant is they tend to be really growth oriented. Usually, when fearful avoidants get their hands on personal growth, they really dig in. And I think it's because they tend to go full force into the things that they are passionate about. And oftentimes, fearful avoidants didn't really have a lot of opportunity to grow in the ways that they needed as children because sometimes they had to grow up too fast being there for other people. And so, usually, when they get to be there for themselves and have access to tools and skills that can help really rapidly increase their ability to grow and to heal, they often go in full force, and that can be tremendously beneficial for obviously their healing journey. And a couple of other things is that fearful avoidants tend to be, really good at operating outside of their comfort zone. A lot of fearful avoidants had to grow up fast and be, exposed to sort of big challenging things. And they tend to be really good at pivoting and rolling with the punches and, doing things that scare them in a way that often allows them to improve and again to grow. And fearful avoidants tend to be novelty seekers and explorers, which can be really beautiful because a lot of our life experiences come through learning and growing and pushing ourselves outside of what's just comfortable and safe all the time. And, research actually shows that we encode memory more effectively and more deeply when we're exposed to a variety of new experiences on a regular basis. It's actually really beneficial for neuroplasticity. So, these are some really common traits of the fearful avoidant. They tend to love deeply, they tend to care deeply about people as well, be very present. They tend to be very authentic a lot of the time in their relationships, and they tend to be really in touch with emotion in ways that allow their emotions to guide them. So, there's lots of really beautiful qualities. I honestly could go on, but I think it's something we don't talk about enough. And I would just challenge everybody here listening to try to see how you can double down on those qualities, but also work through the challenges that you may have, the different core wounds that could be blocking you from really achieving success and thriving in your relationships and building healthy love and connection in many areas, and also learning your needs and learning to make sure that you are taking yourself into consideration as much as you take into consideration other people, so you don't end up burning out. So I just wanted to stop by here and let you know a really exciting announcement, and is that we are doing $1,000 off of our lifetime memberships to the Personal Development School for Life. So I will tell you what's actually included in there. Number one, you get access to all of our different 60 plus courses. Everything about every single attachment style, how to reprogram, how to heal. We have courses in there about the 6 stages of relationships and how to navigate each stage. We have courses in there about how to get back together or heal relationships between different attachment styles and all of the steps for reconnecting. And we have all sorts of other courses on boundaries, conflict communication, setting and achieving goals at the subconscious level, seeing how attachment styles even show up in your workplace and how to navigate some of those different dynamics and heal those aspects of your attachment style. There's so many courses in there, but number two feature that we have, daily social support groups. So these are small groups that are all included in the lifetime membership, and we do daily events, sometimes even twice a day, where there will be, 10 people or so led by a trained counselor, coach, or facilitator. And you can actually join in there and practice some of the different tools with other members. It's a great place to build relationships, connect with like-minded people, and to really fast track your learning and have that extra support all the time. And number three, we have daily webinars Monday through Saturday. I do 3 of those webinars every single week. That's the time to come in, ask me your questions. You can come in on camera and we can chat. You can come in off camera and just post them in the chat, whatever you're most comfortable doing. And we have other amazing counselors, coaches, facilitators who also lead other webinars. And again, those are slightly larger groups of people, but it's a great opportunity to connect with like-minded learners who also care about the same things: emotional connection, relationships, and personal growth. So I hope you check it out. We also have all these different discussion forums in there. We have a Facebook group, so you can connect with each other there as well. And there's a tremendous amount of community support in an ongoing way at PDS. So I would love to see you on the other side. I hope you join me. And now we'll go back to the video. And also, I'm really excited to share with you that we've actually been working on an app for quite some time, and we're going to be launching that as well. So if you want to come in, check out our new app that we have to take all of your PDS courses from and all of the new exciting features and benefits in there, check it out. That will also be included when you click the link down below. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Please like this video if you want more fearful avoidant content like this. And also let me know in the comments any other questions or different videos that you want to see down below. Thank you for watching.